Okay, I come to the place to give a 10th trolley, a 10th element to archetypal story structure. And I think this one is really big because I've never heard it before other than how it came together in my mind in exactly this way. Now, I'm going to slow down to um, give what this is. What I call it is the inspired half-life. So I have this book that made it very plain and simple in my head. Really helps with story writing. Is the book Financial Fitness by Chris Brady and Orrin Woodward. What it says here is it talks about finance, but really what it is a sine wave. If you draw it up and down, you don't just focus on the offense. You focus on the defense, and then you see the whole playing field. And so you see how the whole story plays out. Now this is how the inspired half-life works as a point of attraction. As you get the trolley in your head, you begin to attract and think thoughts that surround it. But what the inspired half-life is tapping into the idea of the speed of light broken, E equals mc squared. So the half-life is one side of the wavelength, and then the false side of the wavelength. One acid and base that even out, and then the whole story itself. So I've added this understanding to my songwriting, and what it comes out some pretty powerful stuff. Now, the Elemental Series is an understanding of streamlining a straight idea down through, sort of like a Libra balance, to acid and base both. This one has to do with working with the top wavelength and the bottom wavelength to give half ideas. So if you break down these wavelengths to one at a time, you see how the story structure plays within these tapestries, these wavelengths that come on. So for example, a person explores in their mind with their Sagittarian vision a whole realm of understanding that becomes a resonance, becomes a memory in the moment, and then it's fallen on deaf ears the next day when the person wakes up. So a lot of people don't realize that. They start off with one project. Sometimes they'll have an intention going from the night to the day, or sometimes they'll set a schedule to say we should get together on this day. And those scheduling things shored up the understanding of creativity. The idea that the half-life is right there in the now. So this could be the point of attraction for the character's hobbies, what the character does with his time and his energy. Because you know this in people, and as developed individuated heroes, is they have a lot of intentions that they don't follow out because of the different frequencies of the wavelengths. If you picture magnets and a bullseye, what comes close to sticking is memory, memory being resonance that you continue to use, that becomes more your core understanding of the inspired half-life. So, give an example. This would be close to the archetype of the planet Neptune, and also Pisces. When you're in an area and you catch the idea of a song. Sometimes you just take on the resonance, like haters gonna play. Alright, haters gonna hate. Players gonna play. Just the new Taylor Swift song, how it becomes embedded into our consciousness. Even after first listen, there's no resonance there, so it's an Aryan listen, and you just see what's going to come down the pike. What is the half-life of the frequency of this song added into into your life, when the other shoe drops, when the other side comes in, what is the unconscious effect of the actions and the ripple effects that go out from inspiration. So as a songwriter for my band Pelican Music Stuff, I make a song and then I go through the process of experiencing it Aries. As it first comes in, it sort of deadpans you, Libra-like, and then you play with it. And then as I save these songs, some of them I'll listen to right away, some of them will just catch fire. The half-life will be so powerful. The idea of the singles that made their way to the Radiohead songs, the Higher, Dry, and Creep, the ones that made it to radio play, they just had that extra push in the half-life. And I'll be listening now, and some songs that I wrote years ago will find their way back into my experience. These are points of attraction. These are the inspired half-lives of what the breaking in half, understanding of what these ideas are and how they begin to play, almost as a radius, almost as a Libra to your life. How you relate to these things, going back to the Vulcan energy as a center of gravity that then everything else corrects itself by, or readjusts, or shake it, based off of this Vulcan energy. These would be the points of attraction that, as memory, were resonances in your life, and they're also little pieces, little inspired half-lives that get you through portions, and then they show up some more. So when you put together a playlist, it's a playlist of resonance. There you have all the memories of all the places that you explored, the wavelengths of the universe to stretch out and go to. I almost need a word for this, other than the inspired wavelength. Songs that stand the test of time, they'll say. But it's more than standing the test of time, is that the frequency then becomes at a merger point in the sphere of the zodiac spinning around, that in an inverse square field, that these things fall out of the sky, the inspired half-lives, the little inspirations that you picked up that you catch, and they become memory again. You'll say something, I haven't heard that song for a long time. Why, in the point of attraction, did the center of gravity bring it back to you? So anytime you breathe a breath, you can have it back. It's out there. Just this breath, just this video of the wavelength, the inspired half-life. Half-life meaning broken in half, one becoming two, is always in your experience to use, and it's stored within the experience itself. It's stored within your Leo ability to vibrate consciousness. So this is how ripple effects work, and how a song you wrote becomes so vicarious that people begin to use it in their experience as a way of navigating their experience years and years down the road. Velvet Underground became popular more so after they disbanded, because there was a half-life, there was the inspired half-life of the time that it takes, the vicariousness of it to merge with other people's experiences in a way that it relates to their fairy tale. Powerful stuff.